take one leg, over the other. Sukhasana. Hands on the knees, shoulders rolled up and back. You could close the eyes or keep a soft gaze. And we'll start with box breathing a few rounds. When you're ready, a deep breath in through the nose. 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, breathe out. 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, and breathe out through the nose, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, a few rounds on your own. And when you finish the round you're on, let's take hands to heart center, thumbs to the forehead, and we'll bow to each other in greeting. Namaste. Glad you're here. And take right hand down on the ground. Sorry, don't know what happened there. Left arm up and over the ear. Lean the left shoulder back. You can be out like this. You could be on your fingertips. Look up at the hand. And other side, left hand down, right arm up and over the ear. Roll the shoulder back. Look up at the hand. And we'll take the right hand down, left hand down, turn to face the mat. Find a table, spread fingers wide, stack the shoulders above wrists, hips above knees, and we'll take cat and cow. Move with your breath. As always, as we begin, just bring some awareness into how you're feeling physically, emotionally. Just bring the awareness. Trying to stop the next layer of judging that feeling. Just let it be as it is. One more round. And let's take the right leg back, but with the foot on the ground. Rock forward and back. So you're getting a stretch on the calf. And lift right leg, toes face down, left arm forward, thumb up. Breathe in, extend. Spinal balance as you breathe out. Tap knee and elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend, bend the back leg. If you can grab the foot, do that and press the foot into the hand. And if not, you could take the hand down and keep the arch of the back. Lift the heart. And take the left hand down, right leg behind you and to the left. Look over the left shoulder. So you're getting a stretch on the left side of the waist. And back into table. Let's take the right wrist towards the front of the mat and take a little stretch on this wrist. You could lean forward and back. And right hand down, stretching the left wrist now. Fingers face you. And rock forward and back, stretching the forearm too. And back into table. Same side on the right. We'll take a twist. Right arm up. Lean to the left. Thread right arm under left. Press into the right arm. Left arm to the top of the mat. Maybe to the right corner. 3 breaths. Let's breathe here in and out through the nose. And slide left hand by the face, press into the ground. Sweep right arm up and down. Let's take the right foot forward into a low lunge. So you can have the right knee above the right ankle. Take the arms up, lengthen here. Then let's take the cactus goddess arms, open up. Another deep breath. And hands around the front foot. Lean forward, stretch the left hip flexor. Relax the head and lean back. Straighten the front leg a few more times. Rocking in and out of the low lunge. And stop to find your half split. Right leg forward, flex the right foot, hands around the ankles or the leg. If you have it blocks or props, you can always use those to bring the floor higher or to support you in any way during class. You can flex the right foot. 3 more breaths. Lips together, teeth unclenched. And lunge back into the right leg. Hands around the right foot. Tuck the left toes under. And take the right leg back. Come into a plank. You can always have knees down or up. Look at the edge of the mat. Firm up the thighs. You want your heels above the toes. Engage the core. And let's lower to the ground. Untuck the toes. Find the cactus arms again. 3 cobra lifts. So lift up your front body and lower, strengthening the lower back. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Let's press into a child's pose. Big toes touch. Knees wide. Sink the hips back. Walk the hands forward. Press your forehead into the ground. 3 deep breaths. And lift the head, walk the hands to the left, right hand on left. Breathing up and down the right side body. And hands walk to the center and to the right. Breathing up and down the left side body. And lift the head, hands to center. Lift the hips above the knees. Walk the hands forward. Puppy pose. Sink the chest towards the ground, head on the mat. Breathing into the shoulders, 3 breaths. And lift the head, slide the legs back, find a Sphinx pose. Feet a little wider than the hips. Draw the shoulder blades together. Press into the tops of the feet so that the knees come off the mat. Open the heart. And lower forehead down. Let's tuck the toes, seat to heels. Find a downward facing dog. Lift the hips up high and back. Pedal out the feet. Nod the head and shake the head. You can open and close the mouth, relaxing the jaw. Let's take 3 plank waves. Lift the heels, ripple forward to plank. Hover the knees above the mat. Wave up slowly, down dog. Twice more. Take your time. Feel the strength of your body. Good. Back to down dog. Full round of breath. And take the knees down for table again. Let's press into the left hand. Take the back of the right hand on the mat. Make a few fists to stretch the back of the wrist and arm. Right hand down. Come lightly on the back of the left hand. Back to table. Cat and cow one time. And then let's take the left leg back, press into the ball of the back foot, rock forward and back to stretch the calf. And lift the left leg, toes down, right arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand with thumb up. Get long and round. Elbow and knee tap. Inhale, spinal balance. Exhale, baby cheetah. Inhale, extend. Bend the back leg, baby tiger, or hand back on the ground and keep the arch of the back. Press the foot into the hand, lift the heart and chest. Steady breath. And take right hand down, left leg over to the right. Look over the right shoulder, stretching the left side of the waist. Back to table, into the table twist. As you're ready, left hand up, lean to the right, and thread the left arm under the right shoulder. Press into the back of the left hand. Right arm up and towards the left corner. 3 rounds of breath. And slide the hand by the face, press into the ground. Sweep left arm up and down. Low lunge on the left, so step the left foot forward. Set yourself up with the left knee above the ankle. You can have the back leg untuck the back foot. Let's take arms up and then the cactus arms. Expand here. Hands down around the front foot. Lean forward, relax the neck, stretch right hip flexor. And rock forward and back. Straightening and bending the left leg. Half split, left foot forward, right hip above the right knee. Keep lengthening the spine and relax the neck. 3 more breaths. And bend back into the left leg. Palm the mat, tuck the right toes under. Find plank pose. And again, take the heels above the toes. Pop up at the shoulders. Engage the core. Firm up the thighs, and then we'll lower to the ground. You can always come to the knees first. Untuck the toes, baby cobra, roll shoulders back, elbows by the sides, lift up and lower. Child's pose, big toes touch, knees wide, sink back, walk hands forward, 3 breaths. Try to focus on the breath as much as you can throughout class. And downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet again. Bend one leg, straighten the other. Still down dog. Lift the heels, take them to the left corner for a breath. You could bend the right leg, straighten the left. And lift the heels, take them towards the right corner. Bend the left leg, straighten the right. Legs, heels up and back. Bend the knees. Walk hands towards the feet for our good old ragdoll. Grab elbows. You can have the knees bent a lot. Let the head be heavy, tilt the weight forward. Relax the space between the eyes. And in the last few breaths, you could add a sway. And release hands, half lift, inhale. Shoulder blades draw together, look forward. Breathe out, fold. Root down, rise up. Arms up, inhale, look up. Maybe standing back, then Uttanasana, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up. Arms up, inhale, look up. Uttanasana, forward fold. One more, half sun salutation. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up. Arms up, inhale, look up. And forward fold again. In this fold, take a shoulder stretch by interlacing the hands or taking a strap in each hand. Part of it in each hand. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Head towards the ground. Weight out of the heels. Another full round of breath. And release the hands down. Bend the knees, walk the hands forward. Find a plank pose. And take a side plank to the left. Your version, stack the feet or bend the bottom leg for more support. Press the mat away, lift the hips. Maybe arm over the ear. And look down, right hand down, other side, side plank on the right. Press the mat away, lift the hips. Left arm up or over the ear. Beautiful. And look down, left hand down, plank pose, shift forward, lower with control to the ground. Come up for a baby cobra. Or actually, let's come up for a higher cobra. Forehead to the ground, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 rounds of breath in down dog. And right leg up to the sky, circle the ankle 3 times in each direction. And drop the foot a little, square the hips so toes face down, left heel coming towards the ground or on it. Look forward, take your right foot inside of your right hand. Runner's lunge, left hand remains down, right arm comes up. Lean back, look at the right thumb or straight ahead. And look down, quarter turn to the left, wide leg fold, heels out. Toes in, hands in line with the feet, elbows back. Shift the weight forward, relax the neck. And hands on the waist. Use the power of the legs to come up to stand slowly. Head up, last. And find your warrior 2, bending into the right leg, right knee above the ankle. You want your torso right above the hips, arms out. Look over the right hand. Let's hold this for 3 rounds of breath. Peaceful warrior, lightly touch the left leg, right arm up over the ear. Look at the back foot or the right thumb. Side angle. You could take a modified with a light touch on the right leg. You could take the right hand inside of the right foot. Arm straight up or over the ear. Roll the left shoulder back. And come back up, warrior 2. Hands together above the head at prayer. Same sequence on the left, so bend into your left leg now. Warrior 2. Arms at equal heights. Torso above the hips. Look over the left hand for 3 steady breaths. Legs remain as they are, light touch with the right hand, left arm straight up or over the ear. Peaceful warrior. Side angle, forearm lightly touching the left leg, right arm and up and over, maybe hand inside of the left foot. Roll the right shoulder back. You could look at the thumb here or anywhere that's good for your neck. And use the power, especially of the left leg. Lift up, warrior 2. Both feet facing the left side of the mat. 5-pointed star, arms diagonal, look up. And come down. Left hand remains where it is, right arm up. Take a twist to the right. And right hand down, left arm up, twist to the left. Left hand down, heels in, toes out. Skandasana side lunges. Go side to side, hands on or off of the mat as you do. And we'll meet in the wide leg fold just for one breath. And walk the hands back around the right leg. Step back into plank. We'll lower to the ground with control. Untuck the toes. Take forehead side to side. Shoulder stretch, right arm out in line with the head. You can come over to the left side of your mat, left hand down, elbow up, head lifted slightly as you roll onto the right shoulder. Left foot down and knee up. 3 breaths. And come through center. Come over to the right long edge of the mat. Left hand out in line with the head. Right hand down with elbow up. Roll onto the left shoulder. Head lifted up slightly. Right foot down with knee up. 3 breaths. Nice and slow. And roll onto the stomach. Let's interlace the hands behind. Draw knuckles towards the feet. In Shalabhasana, lift everything but the hips off of the mat. 3 rounds of breath. And you can lower onto the right ear. Bend the knees, take the legs side to side. Half frog, right forearm at the top of the mat, bend the left leg. Take the left foot in the hand, press it towards the ground, lift the heart. Breathing into the quad. And release the foot, other side, half frog, left arm to the top of the mat, bend the right leg. Press the right foot down, elbow up, lift the heart. Steady breath. And release the right foot. Come down onto the mat completely. Interlace the hands with the opposite thumb on top. Draw the knuckles down towards the feet. And lift everything but the hips off of the mat. 3 breaths. And lower onto the left ear. Take the hands by the head, bend the knees. Legs side to side. Forehead down, bow pose. Grab onto the tops of the feet. Press the feet into the hands. Kick back as you lift for 3 breaths in bow pose. child's pose. Rounding the spine. 3 breaths. And downward facing dog. Let's take a cleansing breath in through the nose. And sigh it out. Right leg to the sky. Bend the knee. Take some circles with the hip. You can take a few in one direction and the other. Then straighten the right leg, square the hips, right toes face down, look forward, right foot inside of the right hand. Runner's lunge with a twist, right arm comes up, and right hand inside of the right foot, quarter turn towards the left, wide leg fold. This time we'll just walk the hands over to the left, slide the fingers under the left foot, nose towards the knee, or you can rest the head on the right arm. 3 breaths. And walk hands through center. Slide hands under the right foot. Nose towards knee, or rest the head on the left arm. 3 breaths. And hands through center. And on the waist, press into the feet. Slow rise up. 5-pointed star, arms at a diagonal and straight, look up. Warrior 2 on the right, bend into the right leg. Shoulders up and back, look over the right hand again. 3 breaths. Peaceful warrior with a bind around the lower back, right arm up or over the ear. Beautiful. And side angle. Other options for side angle are a bind or a half bind. You could also do what you did before. So you would be grabbing onto your hands, or you take a half bind with the left hand on the lower back. If you have the bind, look up. Right knee above the ankle. And let's release that. Straighten the right leg. You could have your hand on a block or rest it lightly on the shin. Trikonasana triangle. Left arm straight up, or you can take it over the ear. Roll the left shoulder back. And a slow return to Warrior 2 on the right. 1 full breath. Hands above the head at prayer. Right foot parallel to the top of the mat. And now turn towards the other side of the mat for Warrior 2 on the left. Torso above the hips. Bending deeply into the left knee. Good. 3 breaths. Peaceful warrior with a bind around the back. Left arm over the ear. And your version of side angle, modified, extended, half bind or bind. And left hand on the block or the ground or shin, straightening the left leg, coming into triangle trikonasana. You can look up at the right hand. Try to lean the head so that it's over the left foot. Big side body stretch. You could take the right arm forward. And bend back into the left leg. Look over the left hand. Left foot facing the same way as the right. Arms overhead. Star pose. And let's come to the top of the mat and find Tadasana. Mountain pose, settling in with a few circles, the shoulders, feet a little wider than the mat, take some circles with the neck. And find Tadasana, big toes touch, heels a little wider, shoulders relaxed away from the ears, chin slightly tucked, crown of the head up towards the sky, relaxed jaw. You can close your eyes or keep your gaze soft. 3 rounds of breath. Hand on heart and belly. Pause to notice how you feel after some yoga together. And again, let that feeling just be whatever it is. And let's take the arms overhead. Lift the heels. Find your drishti. 3, 2, 1. We'll lower down. Swan dive. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Step back into plank. You can take a vinyasa flow or move directly into down dog. Down dog, right leg up, bend the knee, scorpion tail, roll the hip open, stay like that, or find wild thing. Three-legged dog, right leg up, pigeon pose, deep hip opener. We'll start upright. First get your alignment, so you want your right knee in line with the hip. Left leg straight back, shin parallel to the top or at an angle. Let's start with fingers in front of the right shin. Lift up, little back bend, flex the right foot. And lower slowly down to the ground or to a prop or fists. We'll take at least a minute here. Try to relax into the pose as much as you can, softening the right hip, staying present in the body by breathing through the sensations. slowly press up. We'll come into a twist, taking the right foot at a more acute angle. Left leg over, left foot planted on the outside of the right leg. Left hand behind you for support. Lengthen the right arm up and twist to the left. Breathe in, lengthen, breathe out, twist. 3 more breaths. And look forward. Come back into down dog, where you can pedal out your feet. Take a vinyasa flow, or just pause and notice the difference between the sides if you can feel one. Then from down dog, left leg up. Let's start with 3 circles on the left ankle. And 3 the other way. And some hip circles that we did on the other side. And now your scorpion tail. Staying there or finding the wild thing. Whatever's right for your body today. Three-legged dog. Setting up for pigeon. Left leg forward. You want the knee in line with the hip as much as you can. Taking the right angle with the legs, or coming more towards a 45-degree angle. Fingers in front of the shin. Lift the heart. And slowly lower down, resting on your hands or prop or the mat. Settling in actually for about 1.5 minutes here. Trying to soften the left hip. Focusing on your steady breath. Few more breaths. And then slowly press up. Lean onto the left hip. Come into the twist, right foot on the outside of the left thigh. Right hand behind, left arm up. Twist to the right. 3 breaths. And look forward again. And make your way into one more down dog. One more vinyasa if you like. And let's come onto the knees. And tuck the toes, sink back onto the heels for a toe stretch. So you want to lean to both sides, stretching each toe. The weight of your body on the heels. And when you've had enough of that, hands down, shake out the feet, cross the ankles, come into a seat, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold, flex the feet, arms overhead, keep lengthen the spine as you lean forward. Grab onto the feet or anywhere on the legs. Head heavy. Three more breaths. And slowly roll up. Hands behind you. Press into the mat with the hands. Lift the hips. Coming into reverse plank. You're trying to press the bottoms of your feet on the ground. Head straight up, or you can take it back. And slowly lower down. We'll come into bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Feet together, knees wide. You can open the feet like a book, stay upright, or fold to any degree, keeping length in the spine. Then you could round. Let's take 5 breaths. And slowly roll up. We'll come into Navasana, boat pose. You can start with hands behind thighs and shins parallel with the sky. Or you could take peace sign fingers around big toes, balance on the sits bones, find a one spot gaze. Draw shoulder blades back and we'll release into Navasana. Holding 10. 9, good, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good, 2, 1. And make your way onto the ground for a full body stretch. Get as long as you can. Notice the space you've created in your body. And we'll take the right knee into the chest. Hug it in tightly. And guide it over to the left. Right arm to the right, knee away from the right shoulder. Look to the right. 3 breaths. And on the back, half happy baby, grab the blade of the foot, knee presses towards the ground. And a full body stretch again. Notice all the space you've created in your mind. And left knee into the chest. Hug it in tightly. And guide the knee to the right, arm to the left. You can look over the left shoulder. 3 breaths. And on to the back. Grab the blade of the left foot. Half happy baby. And left foot planted on the ground. Right foot as well. Hip width apart. Tuck the chin so the neck is long. Bridge pose. Press into the feet and arms. Curl up hips and chest. 3 breaths. Lower down slowly. Find Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees wide, hands on belly. Let the knees come closer to the ground with each breath out. 3 more breaths. And knees back up, feet hip width apart, arms down, bridge pose. Lift the hips, lift the heart, draw shoulder blades together. 3 breaths. Interlaced hands. And slowly lower down. Let's take the feet together. It's like a butterfly in the air. Pressing the feet towards the ground, knees lifted. 3 breaths. And feet down again. 1 more bridge. You can make it restorative by placing a prop under the sacrum. You can make it into a wheel, hands by the ears. Press up into one version of this. Then we'll lower to the ground, take the knees into the chest, nose towards the knees. Full happy baby, grab the blades of both feet. You could bend and straighten a leg, rock or be still. You could take peace sign fingers around big toes, make a V. And take the legs up, waterfall. And find your way into Shavasana. Take up space. Palms up. One more cleansing breath together. Deep breath in through the nose. And sigh it out. let your body be heavy and your spirit be light. Shavasana. And begin to wiggle the toes and the fingers. Circle wrists and ankles. Roll to one side for a breath or two. Notice how you feel after your yoga. And make your way into a seat. And we'll end as we began, taking the hands to heart center at prayer, thumbs to the forehead. The light in me honors the light in you, and we'll bow to each other. Namaste. Thanks for coming.